So basically, they're going to tell the NIMBYs who are objecting to stuff that this is in their interests to go ahead, even if it is happening in their backyard. That's great, isn't it?
I must say, I read that and I said good luck to that, because it's a really, really difficult situation. You have a cohort of people there that, and I'm surprised with some of the people who are already lining up to find what's wrong with this, but you have a cohort of people who will not accept development, having the benefit of being in a development themselves. And you have a lot of people from other parts of the country objecting. And these are issues that are now being dealt with. So I would have to say, public acceptance, there has to be a change of mindset in relation to development, infrastructure and housing and otherwise, because we will not succeed from an economic or social point of view if we don't deal with housing and with infrastructure. They're both intrinsically linked and they're both have to be dealt with. But the public acceptance bit is on all of us to educate those who don't want to know, and to try and get more and more people on board, because people will still have the right for a judicial review. Like, people are going to exaggerate the position being taken here. They will still have the right, but you can't have what has been happening in recent years, and it has been happening. Whatever Orla and people in that group would say, people are using environmental. They're putting in, to avoid the legal expenses, they're putting in issues that can be taken to Europe.
Okay, Michael,
unfair.
Michael, let's let Orla speak.
The development sector have been fighting the planning system since it came in 1963. And the tension there is between property rights and land ownership and profit on land and the public good and the cost to the public, because the social and environmental costs and the infrastructure cost of land development all falls on the rest of us. And therefore there has to be a system to balance rights in all of that. What we haven't mentioned this evening is climate, and it's very little of it in the report altogether. And we've seen, you talk about public transport being part of this infrastructure plan, but just last week public transport plans were long-fingered and roads are being brought to the fore again. And we're moving. If it is about data centres, it's into fossil fuels. We had liquefied natural gas being mentioned today as part of this plan. And we have the data centres internationally looking for nuclear on their sites.
So